Hey guys, we cool here. I'm gonna do a video for you. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and just say kind of like an earthquake watch. Scott put one out yesterday. I didn't do a video yesterday. Probably would have said it also. Uh, you know, so what? Why do we increase the risk for earthquakes? Well, there's a lot of reasons, but here's one of the main. And I've talked about this before. It's coronal holes. Okay, solar wind is increased through coronal holes, and that's what makes us increase the earthquake risk. Okay, at least try to give people a heads up. Now, this capture here on the right, that's the most current right now. Okay, now where are we at? Here's the equator. We're just south of the equator of the sun. Okay, so yes, that is right in line for the Earth. Okay, so the energy from that will get here in 3 to 4 days, maybe 5 on a very slow wind event, but typically it's closer to 3 than it is 5. Just putting it out there. We don't know the exact speed of the wind, so we can't even give you an exact date of when this is going to happen. Not happen, but when that wind's going to get here. This was 3 days ago. Okay, so again, Earth's there. So yes, some of those smaller openings 3 days ago were right in line with the Earth. So we're starting to feel the effects of that, which is why we're increasing the earthquake risk for the most part. That's the main reason. Okay, now here's the 211 angstrom. It shows the openings a lot better. Obviously, you can see more black there, especially when you go over here to this one. Okay, so this one just shows the thinning of the atmosphere of the sun better than the 193 does. So, I'm not even sure if these small ones over here were actually official coronal holes or not. But essentially, if it's an opening in the atmosphere of the sun, it's really a coronal hole, whether it's a thinning or not, a thinning or an opening, it's still releasing more charged particles. Okay, so that's what the solar wind is just charged particles coming at us at a certain speed and density. Okay, so that's one of the reasons we're increasing the earthquake risk. The other reason, guys, is we're way overdue for a 7+ earthquake. Okay, now I know a lot of people think, well, we ain't getting no earthquakes. That's great, the big ones. Well, it is great, okay, but eventually it has to happen. If it doesn't, it builds more and more pressure. It builds more and more just instability in the whole seismic arena. Okay, volcanoes, all that stuff is tied in together. Okay, so we have to keep that in mind. So we do want to stay on our average, but we would rather these be out in the middle somewhere where they're not going to hurt somebody. That's the best case scenario. But I can tell you right now, we're 92 days overdue for a 7+ earthquake. We're supposed to get one a month, actually just over one a month. So I think it's like 14 or 15 a year. So, but we're way over, excuse me, we're way overdue. The last one we had globally was 7/14, July 14th. It was in Indonesia and it was a 7.2. Okay, not to mention that all these other ones, we get like upwards of 14,000 earthquakes a year anyway, if you consider all magnitudes. But this is why we do this right here, guys. This is why we show you this. This is basically why we issue an earthquake watch, or, hey guys, there's a bigger chance, but now we have to factor in the 92-day overdue type of thing. We're not 92 days overdue. If you want to think of it like that, it would be more of like 60 days overdue for a 7.0 earthquake. And again, we need to have one, but we need it to be in a place where it doesn't affect people really bad or hurt people. Okay, that's the best case scenario. So that's all we can hope and pray for, guys, on that end of it. Okay, guys, we did have a CME. Okay, it wasn't a small one and it wasn't a big one. Now, it was not earth facing. This thing, it fired off towards stereo B, which would be this direction. Okay. Nobody else has really picked up on this yet. I kind of know why and kind of don't. Number one, it's not earth facing, so it really is not going to affect us very much, if at all. The other thing is, guys, seeds, the other side I show you guys with the black and white imaging of this, is still down. It's been down for 4 days. The Schumann resonance was down for almost 4 days. It's back up and running. Okay, it is back up. And that little dash line code looking thing is back. It hasn't went away. It's still there. But I've never seen this Schumann tool go down for that length of time, especially at the same time as other tools are going down. It does make you kind of wonder if something ain't going on there. Okay. And really what makes you wonder even more is they're two different agencies, two different countries, actually. Okay. The seed site is over here, right? United States. The Schumann graph that we look at is actually a Russian site. Okay. So they both were down at the same time. Were they down for the same reasons? Who knows? I mean, we always, have to bring that in.
It started with a road trip. Huntington Banker.
Sorry about that, guys. Stupid ads again. Anyway, I'm trying to. Ever since I switched phones, guys, I've been getting these ads on my phone. I need to just take it back out to my provider and have them figure out why it's doing it. I've tried everything I know, but I must have a cookie or something I can't get rid of, and it keeps throwing ads at me. Not really for sure. But seeds is down, so we can't see the black and white, which is something that really is important to these CMEs because we see them on the black and white imaging first. Usually, they're more pronounced. But so I'm going to pause this right here, and what we're looking at, guys, again, it's over here. Now, this was a CME. It was not a huge one, but it wasn't small by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, so I'll try to get it as big as I can here. Now, something else, it's missing data too. We're missing like 6 hours, 4 hours here, all that kind of crap. It's been doing that a lot. So you see it bulging out right there. Then it'll jump time. See how it fanned out right there? Okay. So we got, that's right there's about the start of it. About at 2000 hours on the 13th. Okay. See that little jump right there? It jumped pretty good. So as you can see, it's definitely, that was a CME. Okay. That blew off there. And again, that is not earth facing, so don't worry about any of that. It did happen though. I haven't heard anybody else actually talk about this yet, but because the seed site's down, so you're not able to look at it there. But there's other things that show CMEs also. This is just the one that we use. I use anyway. So yeah, we did have that, guys. So yeah, I mean, there's not really a whole much to talk about there other than, we're still having stuff happen, and it's not going to, really slow down anytime soon. So, but yeah, and we'll talk about those magnetosphere hits in my next video. We'll talk about phi angle, because that's pretty much what caused those magnetosphere hits, just to let you guys know. We had another one. Hold on a second here. I did want to show you guys this one, okay? This was, we got hit again, just a little, and we're not getting like continuous hits. It's like a hit, and then hours later we'll get another hit. And another thing with this thing right now, it's jumping for 4 to 5, 6 hours at a time sometimes. In other words, we're getting a lot of missing data for no reason. Okay, because there's no expected solar wind during that time or any kind of disruptions to be able to cause these things to go into safe mode. Okay, so I don't know why they're going down for this length of time. But anyway, this was just interesting to me. This is part of that second hit. Now what I want you guys to look at is that. Now, we have to look at these graphs. This is a good way, that's why I'm talking about. This is a good way to kind of explain it. These are we're looking at a graph that's two-dimensional, but it's trying to show us a three-dimensional event. Okay, if that makes any sense. So basically what's happening, what you're looking at here, is the sun's over here, and when this energy hits, right, it don't just go left and right. It actually goes top and bottom also. Okay, so we have to keep that in mind. So what's happening here in this particular capture, at least in my opinion, is this is actually going over top of us. Okay, it's not necessarily going around. We're seeing the signature kind of come over top of us and roll out the backside. Okay, and that's why we see these signatures instead of it just the typical thing we see is we see it hit our magnetic shield out there and it goes around, right? That's typically what we see, like that. And it'll do this. I mean, I've talked about that before too. But I wanted to show that to you. I thought it was pretty interesting. It's kind of like those old novelty items, you know, where you could go and put your hand on the glass ball, like a plasma ball, on the little purple or blue or whatever color you bought, green sometimes, would follow your fingers on that little ball. They used to sell them at a place called Spencer's Gifts, and a lot of other places also. But that's just what it reminded me of. I thought it was pretty cool. If you guys want to check that out. But anyway, guys, there'll be a model update. God bless. She was saves, and you can drink this Kool-Aid.
Holding back the years, thinking of the fear I've had so long. When somebody here listens to the fear that's gone, strangled by the wishes I've made, hoping for the arms that made get to me the sooner or later. Holding back the years, a chance for me escape from all I know. Holding your mind tonight. Say you do, say you don't wanna be mine. Say you will, say you won't. Make up your mind this time. Say you will be mine tonight. I can't sleep. I keep dreaming I'm losing you. I feel so alone in the night, scared to open my eyes. I'm in too deep. I'm in over my head this time. Yeah, get you out of my mind, no matter how hard I try. So won't you say you will, say you won't. Make up your mind tonight. Say you will, say you won't. Be my guide in life. Say you will, say you won't. Make up your mind this time. Say you do, you wanna be mine. I get the feeling I've never been here before. 'Cause no one I've known's ever